Oh my goodness. That's a full moon. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. No, like a big werewolf. Oh, 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 oh. Yep. Yep, and over there is that's the planet Jupiter. Don't be stupider. Point out Jupiter. Happy Friday. Ah, boy, it's cold. It's like 45 degrees Fahrenheit here in Boston, Massachusetts. United States of America, North America, planet Earth, Solar System, Outer Spiral Arm, Milky Way Galaxy, Andromeda Supercluster of Galaxies, known universe that resides in reality somewhere within the tapestry of the unknown, yet to be discovered multiverse. Hello and good morning. It's Friday morning and it's time for some gratitude. It's the Morning Gratitude Show here on the Reverend Sully channel. There's Blind Alley. No unhoused people sleeping there today. That's good because it's fucking cold. Hope they're somewhere safe and warm. It's 5:09 a.m. in the morning. In the morning. In the morning. Where you can get a cup of joe. In the morning. You can get a piece of toast in the morning. You'll be rubbing your eyes in the morning. That's where do you come up with this shit? I am the Lord's flute. That's all I gotta say. That's the only answer I got. Seriously. It is time for a politically incorrect Friday here in this election year. Woo-hoo! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That means all Democrats, all Republicans, and all of us that are stuck in the middle of you two kids. You know, I seriously, the time has come. You need to take this outside. You need some dueling pistols. You need a second. You need a doctor. You need to have a duel. There needs to be a clear winner and a clear loser. There needs to be consequences. And we need to move forward. Why doesn't one side vanquish the other? I don't know. But I'm grateful for it anyway. That's the plan, right? I am grateful and blessed. I use a gratitude list daily. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now. It's really helped my life on a day-to-day, minute-to-minute basis. Seriously. I wake up in the morning, 3:37 a.m. on work days. Roll out of bed. I'm already grateful for 8 things. And then I add to that list. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. I call that the Foundation 8. I don't do it to repeat myself for content's sake. I do it because I know me. I need to develop that habit. I need to, the repetition, the wax on, wax off. I need that, the discipline. It works for me, and that's what I advise to others who need it like I do. I suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angries, and the chronic lonelies, and I have all my life. I still do. But it's gotten better over the past few years. Stake out the seat, make sure that there's one unhoused people there. Whew. Here we are. Good morning. And it's time for Apolitically Incorrect Friday here in this election year. Which on Fridays we've been doing a special show on. I used to have a huge political acumen. I used to read the daily paper, the Sunday paper, especially the op-ed section of the newspaper, which is the last page of the first section, which has opinions and editorials, usually of a political bent, guest writers of different, places of prominence in political, spiritual, and social life. I would listen to NPR, National Public Radio, every day. I would watch NBC's Meet the Press at 10:30 every Sunday. Don't Bother Sully from 10:30 to 11:30. That's his time with Tim Russert. That's how long ago that was. Tim Russert was still alive. And so buttons, as Mo says. Let's see. But I gave that all up. I let it all go. I mean, it's passed me by. Kind of like dating women and opportunities for a happily ever after. You know what I mean? You had to reconcile this stuff. You can hold on to it, let it weigh you down, let it, contribute to your daily misery, or you can let it go. You don't give up. You can let go. So yeah, it's an election year. People are getting crazy. It's 3 weeks until the election? About that? Yeah, huh? So the nastiest mudslinging is yet to come. And this is an awful choice. Two really bum steers to choose from. I usually vote for a third party. I was going to vote for Bobby Kennedy and Nicole Shanahan. They threw in with Trump to try to consolidate power, create a team of rivals, and and do something with their chance. I personally would have loved to have seen a Republican ticket of Condoleezza Rice and Vivek Ramaswamy. They put the whole kibosh on the whole racist angle or something. I would have loved to have seen a Democratic candidate with Bobby Kennedy and Nicole Shanahan, or even Tulsi Gabbard with Robert Kennedy as her VP. That for me would have been a dream ticket for the Democrats. The Democrats would have had my vote. I just simply have no faith in the Harris-Walz ticket. I've got less faith in the Harris-Walz ticket than I do with Trump fans. I mean, I'm sorry, Democrats. Trump's already proven that he can do the job. You got 3 Arab nations to respect the sovereignty of Israel. No Nobel Peace Prize. That went to Obama for drone bombing children. That's hyperbole. Democrats are really oversensitive people. They use it to weaponize things and to get you to shut up. You don't have to fall for that. That's like only child Moody shenanigans. And it's not that I wouldn't vote for a woman. I am voting for a woman this year. Seriously, I would have voted for Condoleezza Rice. I would have voted for Tulsi Gabbard. I would have voted for Nicole Shanahan. I'm just not voting for Kamala Harris. She don't got it. You need that it, quote unquote it. Il dozo. Here he comes. Here comes the train again. Happy Friday. Yeah, I mean, geez. I mean, Trump is literally too old. He's 77 years old, man. I mean, old people, elderly people have a robust way to contribute to life, public life, private life, business, government, spirituality, churches. Let's get this party going now. Come on, open the door. Okay.
The destination of this train is Ashmont.
Remember, it's 45 degrees out. That's a human being They just want to get some sleep. Every human needs sleep. That's, really, you need something to eat, you need something to sleep. I mean, we can't even take care of our own properly. And we have open borders. I mean, something's got to be done about that.
Next stop, Warner Square.
I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. What I do have are lots of people, like right-leaning people, friends on social media, non-delusional parasocial relationships. What I have in real life with IRL friends is a lot of left-leaning progressive people in my life. I got people on both sides. And I'm in the middle of you two. There is no way out. The only way out is through. So yeah, I am voting for a woman this year. So it's not like I'm a misogynist or a racist because I don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. I just, I'm going to waste my vote here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in our 11 electoral votes. That's 2 for each of our senators and 9 for each congressperson. And that is based upon population and the U.S. Census. Okay? Those 11 electoral votes, without a huge upset, are more than probably going to Harris Walz. It was in 1980, and then by a very, 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 very slim margin in 1984, that this Commonwealth of Massachusetts went for Reagan, both times a Republican. And that's the last time. And that was the first time this state went Republican since Dwight Eisenhower in 1952. I believe it was 1952. 52, 56, 60, yeah, 52. I looked this up. Subway station. It looks like a Mario video game. I'm expecting Bowser, Koopa, and some turtles to come out of that, followed by angry Mario and Luigi with a hammer. You see it? I do. So buttons. Yeah, I just... It's a simple kind of thing. One step forward, one step forward. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. The body goes in that direction. You can't have just a left foot. Maybe if you had 2 left feet, you'd be walking around in circles. Unless you have orthopedic shoes. I mean, come on. I mean, let's look at something such as oh no, Roe versus Wade. It was a shitty piece of legislation to begin with. I feel bad, genuinely bad for all the women of America. It is a struggle with conservatives, with Christian voices, and you know what I mean, those darn pro-lifers. Wouldn't it be better if they were unalived? That's what I really don't see that the Democrats want to coexist with you. And that's probably their plan. My joke is that, hey, don't worry, the Chinese already have this technology. They just need some paying off. They're just going to give it to us. But the Democrats are going to know everyone. There's going to be a list of Trump voters. Your vote is not secret. Your vote has been recorded to your name and your social security number. And that after the election and after Comrade Kamala gets installed as the next emperor of the first American empire, that all of you will be all you Trump voters will be rounded up and taken care of the old-fashioned way. Because the Democrats, progressives, and lefties have no intention of coexistence. I'm pretty sure that the conservatives and the Republicans look at you like, wow, that's my daughter, and she came back from college and started raving asshole. What did we go wrong? That's just, I know. I mean, it's hyperbole. Trust me, it's an active ingredient in this show is satire and humor. And if you want some, rainbows and unicorns shitting sparkles, you got to go find that somewhere else.
The destination of this train is Ashmont.
I think that the Republicans would include progressives. I don't see progressives including Republicans. That's a problem. That's a bad problem. I keep coming back to, like, what do you think that the progressives' final solution for the Republicans and conservatives are? That's a bad pun. But I mean, if you're a progressive Democrat, please let me know in the comments section, like, how do you envision coexisting with your conservative opposites, with your Republican opposites? I don't see it. I think yeah, it's kind of scary. But yeah, that whole Roe versus Wade thing, the Biden-Harris administration has had 4 years to do something about it, right? It's not just the Supreme Court. It's not just the Republican Congress. Ruth Bader Ginsburg years ago had this interesting, an unpopular opinion about Roe versus Wade, saying how much of a shitty piece of legislation it was. And that at the same time going on, there was an Air Force officer who was pregnant. Now, she had a choice. She could have her baby and not advance. You know what I mean? Because having a baby in the military, at that time too, gave you a glass ceiling in a way, I guess. But that the legislation should have been based on that case. That Air Force officer, that woman, had the right to terminate her pregnancy out of human rights, out of her human rights, out of her, free choice. But that Roe versus Wade being predicated upon Griswold versus Connecticut was literally the precedent was medical, medical freedom. Your medical freedom, your right to privacy. I feel like Roe versus Wade being overturned has one part to do with, of course, conservatives, pro-lifers, especially trying to stick it to you guys. But that also ran on the heels of COVID and lockdowns and vaccination passports and all this intrusive stuff and mandatory testings. And there was an erosion of medical privacy. So I see maybe a different picture than most people. That Roe versus Wade was probably more of a victim of Big Pharma and the erosion of medical privacy. Sooner or later, your medical history is going to be on your ID, probably in 20, 30 years or so. Maybe I'll be here for that, maybe I won't. Maybe it doesn't matter for me because I'm an old person. And, I only have, I'll be lucky to have 30 years left on this planet, But why in the past 4 years hasn't the Biden-Harris administration, why hasn't that been just maybe it's out there, maybe it just doesn't get the press, maybe I'm just unaware of it. That's okay, I'm unaware of a lot of things. But why hasn't there been the big push to ensure that women have the right to do basically anything a man could do? Why hasn't the right to choose? Based on that, your human rights, your inalienable rights, to the pursuit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as stated in the Declaration of Independence, something that we hold dear and kind of, sacred, secularly sacred in this country. Motherhood changes, children change women. It defines their life, or not. Maybe there's plenty of bad mothers out there too. I was blessed to have a wonderful mother who made constant sacrifices for this human. I miss you, Mom. Why hasn't Biden-Harris administration, besides ruining the border, in the economy. That's just, I'm not making that up. That's observational. That's not even judgmental. That's just like looking at like your grocery bill. Looking at the fucking border. How many Venezuelan gangs is too little or too much? Like taking over American condo complexes. Holy shit. But I mean, why that hasn't been punched through? Why wasn't there an executive order? Well, I mean, sure, the power has gone back to the states in a way, but
The destination of this train is.
I mean, I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. I'm a man. I am
No
not a
smoking,
woman.
please.
You know what I mean? I more than identify as a man. I earned manhood. You have to become a man in a way, or you're perpetually a boy. Something like that. I mean, a girl becomes a woman upon her first menstruation, upon puberty. A boy becomes a man after, you know, the rites of passage, blooding his first sword, hunting his first game.
Central Square. Next stop, Kendall, MIT.
But I mean, seriously, Democrats, what the fuck? You couldn't have. I don't know. I don't see it. You've had a whole administration. I mean, you went from fucking Biden's fine, the economy's fine, to switching gears and being like, well, Biden is a little old, and we will fix the economy, so it's more of like. I just feel so bad for both Republicans and Democrats that you have to rally behind your candidates like this because they are bum steers. So I'll bring it back full circle. Who am I? I'm going to vote for the Libertarian candidate, Jill Stein, this year. I'm voting for a woman. I have no problems voting for a woman. I love women. I wish one would love me. Yeah, but there is she's the Green Party candidate. There is the Libertarian candidate. I can't seem to remember his name, but no one will. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I think there are 5 candidates for president, and you're given this illusion of non-choice with the big 2. It's either Coke or Pepsi. It's either Marlboro or Camel. It's either, this or that. There are a few other choices out there. My goal, since Ross Perot, 1992, in the first election I was allowed to, vote for right after I hit 18, was to, contribute to getting a viable third party in there. As I said, Bobby Kennedy had my vote. Nicole Shanahan, they had my vote. They don't anymore, because a vote for Kennedy is a vote for Trump. I don't even think Kennedy Shanahan is on the ballot in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So, what am I going to do? I will be consistent. I will stick to my values and my morals. And I'm going to vote for a third party, because that is where my vote goes, is to get a viable third party. A 2-party system is only one party away from being a 1-party system. There's beyond a joke of the uniparty. It exists. And we need more robustness. We need better candidates. We need better politics. Do I agree with everything that Jill Stein says? No. But she's got my vote. Is it a waste of my vote? That's not for you to say. It's not for you to judge. My vote is none of your fucking business. But remember, all you Trump voters, you're going to be given blindfolds and cigarettes, because they're keeping track of all of you. Like AOC said, they're making lists. She said that. She deleted that. That is not a Snopes. I think Snopes I remember that. Or do I? Is that the Mandela effect? Or is that the Streisand effect? I can't remember. But it's apolitically incorrect. Friday, here at the Gratitude Show, I am grateful. I'm grateful that I have this ability to let go of my politics. I just want to live life. I just want to, I've never been so politically apathetical in my life. I used to have such verve and vigor and pluck and aplomb for this subject. Not anymore. No. I wonder why the train stalled. That's none of my business. It's none of my business who you vote for. It's none of your business who I vote for. But whomever the president is on November 7th, the president-elect, we need to follow them. We need to make the country better. And we need to just keep on keeping on. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. My question isn't, who are you voting for? It's none of my business. You should have privacy. You should have medical privacy. You should have you should have some, like, just privacy matters. And privacy can be taken away from you with an intrusive government. Look at Roe versus Wade. That was predicated on medical privacy. I mean, I used to think that Griswold versus Connecticut was just unstoppable. Now, I mean, that's next. I believe in women. I have hope in them. And I'll support them as much as I can. That's about it. That's all we got for this morning. Apolitically Incorrect Friday at the Gratitude Show. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And from there I elaborate and I build on that. And it's been Apolitically Incorrect Friday here in this election year, 2024. The whole fucking world's gone crazy and we're here to witness it. And I'll be on Wes's show tomorrow, 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern on Comics Aficionados, talking about comic books, one of my favorite things to do. And then Sunday, Sunday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, my Super Sully Sunday live stream. That's right. Come and join us. And for all the fun, hijinks, and now 100% nudity free. I was like, you can get in trouble for that. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Get out there and vote. And we will see you with more gratitude. Ciao. Bye-bye.